What's going on, guys? Good morning to you. Coffee, afternoon, good evening, whatever it is. We are tracking on day 68 and day 69. Said in the past I haven't managed to catch up on my days whatsoever, but it's fine nevertheless. That's happy days. I suppose we'll start off with what I got up to for day 68. So I am still currently rocking this locker rooms, local college here. We are currently on track. As I said in my previous, I had the painters in there on what day was that? I'll just move you a little bit closer here. It's probably going to be too loud now. I had them in on 2 days ago, which was two days actually. To be fair, I had them in there 2.5 days ahead of schedule. So that's working out for us so far pretty mint. They should be done, or have advised me that they're going to be done by what is the day? Wednesday. So if they're done by Wednesday, hopefully I can get in there. We can get the carpet guys in there Thursday, Friday. They are scheduled to be on there 14th, 15th. So if I can get them in there on 10 and 11th, I believe are the dates, then that'll be well ahead of schedule, and hopefully if they can't, I can get some units installed if they're ready on those days. Carpet guy can work under those. We're hanging them now anyway, so no issues. Into the boys one. So I was installing yesterday, and the day Thursday, Friday, where I was installing new lockers for the boys. They are going in. They're not going in too bad. I'm just having to work around or try to work out how certain individuals who originally started the job, what their process was, because things aren't quite working out. And that can happen when you go and take over a project, basically, someone else has already started. There is always the risk, or is it a risk? It basically is always the risk or the chance that things are not going to go as you plan them to go because of someone else's design or someone else's train of thought on how they're going to go away, or the way they go about things, or they haven't thought about potentially the full process themselves and have gone and put things in that just doesn't make sense the way they've done it. So that's kind of where I'm at, kind of how things are, but it's all right. I'm getting it done. I'm just getting it done. That's all I can do. Just push on and get it done. So that's what my last 2 days have been like at work. Sorry. Of course, I had footy training Thursday night, and had training Thursday night. Kids, no, they haven't started yet. For some reason, I just had in my mind that they had started, but no, they haven't started. Their season is coming up in about a month's time. Today is, however, Saturday. This is the first official weekend of our competition. Let's do this, eh? It is a wet day today, or was raining overnight, so the ground is going to be wet, slippery. It may or may not work in our favour. Unfortunately, we're taking a big hit on our numbers this week, and we're down 4 guys. Our squad is pretty tight as it is, so losing those 4 guys is it's a major hit to us, and we may, hopefully don't have to, but we may have to play with less numbers than we'd ideally like. What I mean by that is that we may have to play a game with not a starting 15. We may have to I don't know, 14, 13. We've played a game of 12 before. Sometimes it's just the way the cookie crumbles. So hopefully that's worked out or panned out, and maybe other things have changed. One of the lads is due to have a baby, and they were inducing his wife on Monday, and they've put that forward and decided they're going to induce her at 9 o'clock this morning, during Saturday. And at the time of this recording, that is in 8 minutes. So that rules him out, unless he's had his kid, that I have not heard otherwise. So we're going in up against them, low on numbers. It's their centenary year, so they will probably be very high in numbers. But that's okay. We're going to go out there. We're going to play some good footy. Still believe we've got the fitness over them. And if they have struggled or don't have the fitness in them, I believe we can still run them around the park even with such low numbers. So I don't know. We'll find out. 2:30 today. Let's kick off. And it'll be interesting. Like I said, this is wet. It's a wet day, soft underfoot, so it is going to affect how this game turns out. And the weather can change things. The weather can turn a game that could be one-sided one way, and it could completely turn it up on its head, and it could favour the other team. You know, it's like anything in sport or anything outdoors. Someone could be an absolute boss in dry weather when the sun is shining, and then they hit the wet weather and they just turn into your average Joe. And then you could have the other way. You could have your average Joes who, in the dry weather, they're no good, and in the wet, they are absolute kings. It's the same for anything. Car and motorsports, it's the same thing. Some people are absolute elite in driving and riding in the wet, where guys are absolute bosses at driving and whatnot in the dry. Weaknesses, strengths, you know. So it'll be interesting to see how things go. I'm pumped. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready to go. I wish we could just start now, get it done, get it dusted, go on, see you later, boom. But of course, it'll come. It'll come. And our Colts are playing too, which is our under 21s. So they start. Let me think. I have just found a video that I have not published public. What day was that? That was day 56. It was 10 days ago. Wow, okay. There you go. There's an extra one for you, lads and laddies. Anyway, where was I? Our Colts play today too. They're heading up north from our location to North Canterbury to play Ashley. They're going in there. They're feeling pretty confident in that one. They went down in the semi-finals last year to Ashley, and Ashley went onto the final and were beaten by the team that our lads beat last year, easy enough. So what happened with them, actually, just a wee side story, side quest here. They only lost one game last season, our Colts. One game, and that one game cost them the final. They lost the semi-final. Or is that how it worked? No, that one game cost them making it into the semi-finals, losing that one game. So how it worked is they had their two tables. Let's say there was 8 in each table, and only the top two. Was it the top two? Or it might have been the top. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the top two. It was the top two from each went through for the semi-finals. And they lost one game, and it came down to bonus point, I think. Or something or other. And that cost them getting through. I'm pretty sure that's how it happened. They had to win it. So the tables, because it was the mix of both tables' points that came together that made it, and that's how they missed out by losing one game. That's it, one game. So one game can be crucial. One game is absolutely crucial. The first game of the season could cost you at the other end. it's always how things work. That's why you always go out there, give it 150 to take it, to take the grab, take the comp, take everything is to win the comp. Round one is going to win you the comp. Sometimes, if you take out round one, there's a very good chance that it's going to have an effect at the other end. So, like in our competition, we have 2 rounds in our comp. One is called the Michael Duff Trophy, and the other one is the Centennial Mug. So, whoever tops the table in the first round wins the first one, which I believe is the Michael Duff. And then whoever takes out the final at the end wins the Centennial Mug. But what happens is round one's points jump over and fuse into round 2. So every point counts. We had like games last year where we played 60 minutes and the last 20 their fitness killed us. Different team this year. We are probably strides ahead of where we were just having our preseason game. And the fitness of the team now is leaps and bounds ahead against what our team's fitness was in the last game of last year. We're just ahead of ourselves, which is it's perfect for us right now, because a lot of teams come into their season with not a lot of fitness. They're unfit. We've been training twice a week, so we're ready to rumble. We are ready to rumble. Anywho, I will bring in an update on how the game went tomorrow. May record it later this afternoon, but realistically probably not. It may come in late actually, because I've got the game, the Savo. We'll have speeches and whatnot afterwards, have a dinner, probably have a few brewskis. And then also my son is his last event of the year. He's got his duathlon tomorrow. This is about 1,200 participants in that. So we're up to Christchurch early again for him to do that. So I'll bring an update in tomorrow, realistically, for about today and about tomorrow. So, as usual, wherever you are, what you're up to, and whoever you're with, keep on smiling, because world is a happier place when you're happy, and when they're happy, and when you're happy, and they're happy, and they're happy, and they're happy. Just smile at someone, and they'll smile on back. And if they don't, ask them how they're doing. See you in the next one.